We live in a world full of negative energy. Sometimes we don't see it, sometimes we don't realize it. Sometimes we don't notice the signs to get rid of the toxic situation. We can deny it or sometimes unnoticeably embrace it. Some of the negative energy that we perceive is external and has nothing to do with you.
Really toxic environment for me, just because I was really shy and I was like one of those people where it was like I have to be liked and I wanted to like impress people, but it never really worked. So yeah, like all of that just sort of like backfired. So it um, it was really hard for me to get through high school, and yeah, so I was in high school for I was in traditional high school for like 2 years, and then I ended up leaving and doing this like online program where I would get my diploma online, and like I was never like bullied or anything. I was never like made fun of to my face. It was just that environment, just the just something that you could feel, like something that is in the classroom and just like in the hallways, and that I felt that people didn't really, or it didn't seem like people acknowledged it, and that kind of made me more angry.
I was taught not to feel a single emotion in my house, so we had to cry in closed doors and nothing more. We are Germans. We don't show emotions. I never truly dated until I met him. I cared for him. We dated a year, and all was fine the first few months. He was the first person to really understand who I was, although I soon became to blame for everything that went wrong in his life. The first event that I can remember is he harassed me on the phone from midnight till 3 a.m. on a full night, saying, "Come outside, see the real me. Come outside." He dragged me out, even though he had a home and a bed to sleep on. Yet he forced me to sleep on the streets that night. Then again, I felt like I deserved it at this point. I was too numb to even cry that night, to feel anything. I dated him for a year. In February, I sexted another man. He found out and carved his initials into my lower back and hip, where the mark still is today. Could not help but to think I deserved this pain. I'm the one who fucked up, brainwashed by my own mistakes. I pulled his body from a near suicide attempt. Shaking with anxiety, I fell over to fall asleep. He choked me, saying, "You deserve to die for this, for saving my life. I love you, but you deserve to die for this." I was so shaken I was not myself for days. Laying in bed, utterly motionless. I wasn't even myself in my classes. Soon I forgot these events even happened. The next day, though, I was called from midnight till 5 a.m. nonstop. I walked down the dorm steps to tell the security guard, "This doesn't seem right." Showing the security guard my phone. They held it till morning. In the morning, they asked me about the events. They drove me to the police. Never in my mind at this point did I think this was a police-related event. They explained everything. They helped me write a report. And I've been fighting for a restraining order ever since these events. I spent 1 week in domestic women's shelter. First 2 days, I sat in the bed crying, completely spacey, not myself. The next day, a whirlwind hit me. I realized every detail, every event, the knife upon my neck, all the nights he told me I deserved nothing more than death itself. A few more days passed in the shelter. I cried to the counselor. One counselor, when I was having problems sleeping again, hugged me and said, "You are a survivor, a blessed soul. You are still here today, and that's a blessing in itself." This is when I was ready to move back into my dorm, so I did just that. I moved into another location, and now every day I wake up saying to myself, it's a beautiful blessing to be alive. I count every single blessing every day. Every person who gave me the strength and the courage to be where I am today.